Wake up in the morning, get my grind on. Hop in the shower, brush my teeth and get my shine on. Hey, Scholar Mac, we taking trips to different time zones. I feel like E.T. way these bitches trying to follow home. Wake up in the morning, get my grind on.
Welcome everybody to Living on Purpose podcast. We're your hosts, James Hagler and myself, Jason Wilson. Today we have Tony Stubbs. He's a certified personal trainer, fitness instructor, and this brother has all kinds of other projects going on. What you got going on, brother?
Oh, man. Well, how's it going?
It's
Mr.
going
Jason?
great. It's going great, man.
I appreciate you having me on the show. Well, shoot, just like your podcast says, I'm living on purpose. So, I got things going on from co-hosting TV shows to doing workouts to inspiring and speaking, emceeing, partying, all the above. So I'm just very blessed, to be in the situation that I'm in, to just do what I do and, just pour out the right energy and just give people, I'm all about love, joy, and peace. So, and having some fun too. So.
Oh yeah, you gotta have that, man.
Yes.
It's not worth it if you can't have no fun, man.
Absolutely. So that's what I got going on, Mr. Jason.
Awesome, man. So, man, tell us about your career, your illustrious career. I mean, when did you start as an athlete? Did you start out in grade school or high school?
Well, I think I started when I came out the womb. Honestly, I think I was already playing in the womb, to be honest with you. Just the love of just being outside got me really going. From karate, I was doing karate at one point from I was a little kid all the way up to 14 to playing baseball all the way through the 8th grade. Then got into I was playing basketball. I was doing a lot, man. Like I was all about sports. I was playing basketball. What was it? Basketball, volleyball, football, all of it. I needed to stay active because I had too much energy.
Okay.
My wife's son, he's like that. His name is David. He's just in every sport. I mean, every season come on, he's in it. Yeah. He's in it. You know what I mean? And,
it was
a
bad.
lot of energy.
I believe it. And I know it was bad for me. It was to the point where I had to give up some things because I didn't realize at that time that, my parents have to, readjust their schedules because I'm just like, I want to do this. I want to do that. They're like, hold on, son. You have to pick one or two, like either or, like you can't do both, and not realizing in my head that, dang, they do have jobs. They got their lives too.
Yeah. And
they're trying to fit me in their schedule with all of this. And I'm trying to do all this stuff. And them telling me no, I'm getting mad, not realizing they're not trying to tell me no.
Uh-huh.
They just can't do all that because it's too much.
Right, that's why you got then you start going down your checklist. Well, I like to do this. I can't do this, but I'm gonna do this one and this one.
Right. So finally I got it narrowed down once I got to high school, where I was playing football. I never played like actual tackle football until I got to high school.
Oh, wow.
So, so doing that, and it was crazy. I actually made the varsity team my freshman year, not knowing what to do, but they had to put me back down to JV because I had no experience. I mean, I played flag football in the 3rd and 4th grade, but that don't count.
No, that don't count.
Yeah, it don't count when you get hit, when you get popped, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So once that happened, got the experience, I actually just started focusing more on the football, but I was still playing basketball, volleyball, and track. To be honest with you, if I would have got a scholarship for volleyball, I probably would have played volleyball before football just because I could be in the gym.
Okay.
Right.
So volleyball was fun. Low key, volleyball is a fun sport. People were slipping on volleyball. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I know.
it's
We
fun.
used to play it in school all the time. We used to love it, man.
And it actually helped with my footwork, to be honest with you.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Eye coordination. I used every sport for a different thing because I knew for me just going out and just train for football, just training. That wasn't me. I needed something else to do. I needed something to mix it up. So that's why I was involved in all those sports, because I used a certain skill from each sport to help me elevate in football. And that's how I was able to get my scholarship to the University of Kansas.
Okay.
So yeah, so I just did it that way instead of doing it the regular way. I mean, I went to football camps and all that, but I used the different sports for me to do certain things to build my skill set for football.
That makes sense.
Right. Yeah, because you're athletically inclined, you know what I'm saying?
Yes. So I just took that opportunity because I knew I wasn't going to be able to play every sport in college. So
Right.
I was just like, let me just go ahead, let me just take advantage and enjoy it now. And then once I got to college, you know, I was very fortunate to get, like I said, get the scholarship to the University of Kansas. Majored in sports management and administration. I played there from 2000 to 04, graduated 05. Actually still had an opportunity to play afterwards. Played arena football for the Florida Firecats indoor in Fort Myers. And then I also had a chance to play in Amarillo, Texas for the Venom. And then I also had a chance to play overseas in Belgrade, Serbia for 2 seasons. So up there, I actually got a chance to win 4 championships up there, travel the world.
Wow.
So I always tell people, I say, look, if you have a chance to, you know, go out and get a chance to, you know, experience a different culture, do it, because it'll make you appreciate what you have over here. But I know with everything that's going on right now, but you need to like just experience something different, because if you just keep seeing the same thing, you're not realizing what you have over here. It makes you not realize, like, you know, you need to be grateful for what you have, because there's a lot of people struggling out here.
Absolutely.
So Tony, going back to when you said that you was just outside all the time, how old was you?
Oh, I was legit, man. I 2, 3, like every kid's like.
Well, trying to figure out the year.
Huh?
I'm trying to figure out the year.
Oh, the year? Oh, 80s.
Yeah.
My 80s baby.
In the 80s?
Yeah, see,
I'm born in 82.
Okay, so because we all 80s, and we know what it's like to just go outside, because we had no video games. You had to go outside, and I know where I'm from. In Brockton, we played every sport. When football time come, that's when we was playing football. Baseball come, baseball. You know what I'm saying? And we just played all the sports, and it was dope, man. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, the kids, you don't see them doing too much of that.
No, it's the opposite now. It's the opposite, sitting in front of like the computer now, because I knew once they started doing those duty war games and started getting those headphones. It was I knew it was going to a whole nother level. I was just like, it's not the same like how it was for us, because my parents had to punish me from outside, because that's how much I wanted to go out and play.
Right. That was our punishment.
That was our punishment. You got to come inside.
What? No.
I don't want to go inside. No, please. Anything but inside. You can punish me with anything else.
I don't know about your household, but if you was inside, you was working.
Right.
Exactly. Doing
washing dishes.
I didn't want to do it.
That's right.
Yep.
So what got you into what got you into karate? Bruce Lee, or was it? Who was it?
Well, actually, my dad. My dad is actually a 6th-degree black belt in it's called Nisi Goju-Ryu. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but Sensei Pop Win, when we was down in Robert, like literally, that's where I started getting my skills. And my dad doing what he was doing, I was just following what he was doing and just got into it. To the point, you know, we started doing those tournaments and sparring and stuff where, you know, ranking, because I actually was ranked in the state, like 14th in the state. And I wasn't even trying to do that. I was just like, ooh, we can actually fight and not get in trouble. I was like, no.
That's how I thought about boxing. You can kick some ass. Really? Okay.
Right. But then after that, I got caught a couple of times and in the face. I was like, hold on. Not the face, dog. Hold on. Like, wait a minute. So, but no, karate definitely helped me tremendously, because I started karate from, I think I was maybe about 2, 3, whenever I was able to start moving my feet.
Wow.
From the time all the way up to about 14.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's how I got into. I only made it to green belt. I wasn't, like I said, but during that time, I was all over the place. Now, if I would have focused, I could have became a black belt easy.
Right.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. So.
All right. So why the transition from football to personal training?
Well, I kept getting asked what to do. What are you doing? How you doing it? And I was just like, well, maybe I just need to just start sharing with people what I'm doing. And some people just still can't believe what I'm doing with what I'm doing, because of how the way I look. And I share with people, I said, look, Now, if you want to look this way, okay, but everybody don't have to look this way to be healthy.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I know a lot of people who don't look like me and is in great shape, better shape than me. Okay. I tell people, look, I'm all about living on, like, that's why I said this was the perfect show today. And I was excited to come on here because I'm about the lifestyle when it comes to the fitness. And I say fitness, I don't just say physical fitness. I'm talking about overall, mentally, spiritually, physically, when it comes. And that's why I changed it from the total transformation fitness movement to the true transformation fitness movement, because you need to be true to yourself and understand, accept, and understand it's okay where you are now, but you need to make a decision in your mind that you want to move forward and take a step towards whatever it is that you want to do, because at the end of the day, you did it.
Right.
You can't blame nobody else.
Yeah.
I tell people, you can do,
full credit.
You can say every story, you can hee-haw, cry all you want to, but until you take responsibility for you, ain't nothing gonna change.
That's true. Right. And the hardest part is just getting started in the first place.
That's the toughest. And that's why I tell people that is the biggest victory right there of you making that one switch in your mind. But here we go once again. It ain't gonna be that simple, because you have a root that is really dug deep in there where you said it was okay for you to be where you are.
Right.
Right. And what I struggle at is, I could do it, but it's like my wife says, it's got to be a lifestyle to keep it off. And that's where I'm struggling at. I got to find that lifestyle that I'm comfortable with, because I'm like 50 Cent too now. I like to eat a little bit, you know what I mean? I like to have some fun. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to just stay.
That's perfect. That's perfect. And I'm glad you're saying it. And I'm glad your wife is saying that. And she needs to continue to tell you that, because it is about the lifestyle. Let me tell you, I go out, I eat, brother. I enjoy my life. I'm not sitting here eating lettuce and onions and cucumbers all day. People think I'm not doing that. I'm picking certain things of what I eat to make sure, like, I know for a fact I'm gonna eat me some fish, some rice, some vegetables during the week. But I know probably on the weekend, I may go get me a cheeseburger with some sweet potato fries. Like, I'm gonna have all the fixings with the bacon, like honey barbecue sauce. Like, I'm doing that.
Right.
But I know what I'm going to do afterwards, though. That's the big thing. Like, are you doing something afterwards? Because I know for me, it ain't no question. I do what I do so I can eat the way how I want to eat and move how I want to move. So there's certain things that I do on this end so I can, like, you think things like Thanksgiving and Christmas, you think I'm not going ham on the food? I tell people that every year, like, there's no question if I'm eating the sweet potato pie, the pound cake, the mac and cheese, the stuffing, like, I'm eating it all.
Right. And you know what I'm taking what I started to do now is I remembered. I have forgot about this, but I'm taking a page out of my father's book, because he always stayed, even when he was out of shit. I mean, even when he wasn't in fighting or when he wasn't training, he always stayed close to his weight. So he had his walk with so he always weighed in about 159, 160 sometimes the heaviest. But after that, he never went over never went over 165. And if he got to like 168, he was time to go run. But what he would do, and he would step on the scale and say, "Oh, I'm gaining a little bit of weight." And next thing you know, you'll see him out jogging, just jogging. And that's what took the weight off him so fast, was he just go run 2-3 miles. He back down. You know what I mean? So I forgot about that.
Now that's key. Now you see, now he built in his mind first,
right?
Exactly. He knew, if I hit a certain amount, and that's for him, like he gave something in his mind where it's gonna click for him that I need to do.
That was a lifestyle for him.
Yeah, it was a lifestyle to the point where he was doing certain things consistently to the point it would drop just like that, because he already had set it in his mind.
Right, exactly. And that's one thing I had forgot. So I was like, I'm gonna get to that. That's what I'm doing now. I said, I'm gonna get to that. So once I get to my goal weight, I said, okay, I might go. I mean, my goal weight is to get to 225 from 330. So I get to 225. So okay, if I fluctuate to 230, you know what I'm saying, 235, then I got to bring it back, because my weight, I wanted to be 225.
Right.
So I'll give myself that much and just watch the scale a little bit. That way I'm not so, I can't eat this. You know what I mean? I'm not,
Right.
it's not a struggle for me. I don't want to live on eggshells. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
'Cause I like-
And that's what I tell people. You shouldn't be living on eggshells to live your life.
Uh-huh.
That don't make no sense. Why would you be on eggshells to live your life?
Right.
So what you're saying, I agree with it totally. And just remember, don't put the pressure on yourself so much to be. Weight fluctuates. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're in the best shape of your life or whatever you do. Your weight is going to fluctuate. Some days you're just going to be a little heavier. It's
right.
okay.
And I learned, and I start to understand that. You know, I started because I was doing like you. I put a lot of pressure on. So I was like, man, and then it would just take me off my game, and I'm like, man, I could get there, but how am I gonna keep it? And that's what my wife was telling me. She was like, it's got to be a lifestyle, baby. I start getting scared because I said, so I got to cut out everything.
It's to the point. I tell people it makes no sense if people really think, and this is where I get people like, we have to start thinking again because we've been so controlled with certain stuff where we just. Certain things have to be told to us. Tell us what to do. No, you got to start thinking yourself. It makes no sense. Why would you stress yourself out about living?
Right.
You can't.
Right.
That makes no sense. It's supposed to make you better. It's not supposed to stress you out even more for me to hit a certain way. Oh, I got to do this.
Right.
You're doing too much.
Right.
That's why I start with 7 minutes. Like for you to get your mind back to the point where I can do something. It can be whatever it is. That's why I tell people it don't have to be the gym. It don't have to be weights. What do you like to do? What do you like? Do you like riding the bicycle? Ride the bicycle.
Uh-huh.
Right.
You like to walk? Walk. Get the little ski things to work your whole body and walk fast.
That's how I get to working.
Like, there's other things you can do, the things that you like to enjoy.
Right. Just gotta be active. That's all.
That's it. That's why I be telling people, I'm like, listen, I may not be your cup of tea. Yeah, everybody want to be scared of me because of the way I look. I'm like, okay, that's fine. But my whole thing is I'm going to push you to the point where I'm going to work out because when I do my workouts, I work out with you. So if you see me pushing, they're like, damn, he's talking through it. He's doing all this and all that. I'm doing it on purpose.
Uh-huh.
Because I want you to push yourself a little bit more to the point you're not even realize how much you're pushing yourself because you're trying to keep up with old crazy Tony.
Right.
So when I do that, it kind of scares people a little bit. But at the end of the day, I'm like, but if you really want something, you really want that change, I'm telling you, you can make the change. I don't have to drill sergeant you. They think I'm a drill sergeant because of what? No. You gonna do what is
you
best
doing the work,
for you.
right?
If you need, listen, I tell people, listen, I accept people for where they are and where they want to go. I say, do the best that you can do. If you need to stop and take a break, I don't care if you need to take 20 breaks, 30, 40 breaks. Just finish. Do something. Just finish. Just don't completely stop because you're not gonna sit here and tell me, especially if you got a job, ain't nobody gonna tell me. If you need to pay them bills or whatever it is, unless you got a backup plan after leaving that job, you're just not going to say, you know what, F it. I'm just going to stop working today because I just don't want to do nothing.
Right.
No.
Are you going to do that? No, because they won't fire you.
Right. That's right.
So
you won't be able to come back tomorrow.
Don't tell me you don't have enough discipline to discipline yourself to make yourself better.
All right. Now,
it don't make no sense to me.
That's a good point. Right. Now, what about the people, Tony, that have a problem with emotional eating? When you don't feel good, you eat a bunch of junk food.
True.
So what do you tell people that have that problem?
Well, first, they need to accept that they have the problem because a lot of them that's emotionally eating is not accepting the problem that they're eating emotionally. They want to say it's something else. So let's get started there first. That's the first thing. Then from there, we got to figure out, why are you emotionally eating? What are you emotionally eating about?
Right.
Once again, it's these roots. You got to remember these toxins. We can't put new seeds. We can't plant new seeds where there's toxic.
No.
We got to dig up that root, whatever it is that went down, because it's deeper than what is being told, obviously, because if you're emotionally eating, it's not just because you're fat.
No.
Right.
I know that for a fact. It's definitely not. So We got to figure out what's going on. It's almost like therapy, to be honest with you. And you have to have therapy with yourself. And you literally, I tell people we're all crazy to a certain degree. We talk to ourselves every single day. The question is, what are you telling yourself every day?
Yeah.
Is it negative, or is it something that's going to push you forward to your destiny, your purpose of living? Because technically you're renewing your mind every single day.
Right.
You just don't realize it unless you're aware of it. So that's why I be on the up as high as possible. I'm energetic because I want that energy around me. Yes, I speak wealth into my life because I am wealth. Why can I not have it?
That's right.
God said there's enough abundance on this earth for everybody. And y'all not going to sit here and tell me that it's not true.
Yes.
Because I know it is. It's impossible. So therefore, that's why I do what I do, and I live on purpose. And that's why I was glad to be on this show today.
No doubt, no doubt. So what you ever come involved with anybody that has some like mental health issues and they want to take it out in their workouts?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh man, when it comes to like, you know, people's marriage situations, stress at the job, like
do they feel better afterwards?
Oh yeah, the endorphins is certain things in your body. That's why I say when you do something active, you have no choice but to have some type of positive energy coming out of you
exactly.
when you're doing a workout. Right. Because for whatever reason, God made it to the point you need to be active to keep your body running. Because think about it, even when you're asleep, your body's still running.
Exactly.
Right.
That's why I tell people.
Because you lose weight and you lose weight when you sleep.
And that's why I recommend to people, like, before you go to sleep, you need to drink some temperature water before you go to bed, and some when you wake up in the morning, because the water technically is like gasoline for your body.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because why do you think when you wake up in the morning, like, dang, I'm kind of thirsty?
It's
dehydrated. Your body's been working all night. You don't sleep in the same position. You always switching, turning. Your body's over here like it's actually trying to help your body heal, do certain things. Because remember, you're active during the day, but when you're asleep, your body's doing what? Rejuvenating.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's trying to reconstruct whatever you done torn that day. You might have torn some ligaments in your body that you don't even realize.
Right.
So it's certain things where if you're more aware and more in tune with your body, you'll understand that, yeah, I know I'm supposed to die someday, but are you living on purpose? I know some men right now who are here and they're shocked that they're still here.
Yeah.
At 50 something years old, 50, I'm not talking about 70, I'm talking about 50s.
Wow.
And it's shocking to me of how, like, you really thought you wasn't gonna be here, and now you're like, what do I do now?
Right. Like only one that thinks like that is gangbangers.
But these are not gangbangers.
I know.
That's the crazy part. These are good people, and they're just like,
I know.
I'm not gonna be here.
Yeah.
That's crazy to wake up and say I'm still here. That's crazy.
Right. Just no sense of purpose at all.
And I just be in my head, and I just be in shock. Because I'm just like, man, where have I been? Because I just don't understand. Why wouldn't I've been wanting to live ever since I realized I was alive.
Exactly.
Right.
I want to live it forever.
Yeah, like I told myself when I was in third grade, I wanted to live till 200. Then I knocked it down to like, okay, that's too much. Let me do 150. So
right.
I was like, I think I'll be ready to go by 150. But I mean, I'm speaking into my life because who am I to say? I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, but I know for a fact while I'm here, I'm going to do the necessary things to take care of myself mentally and physically, because you don't know how many seconds, how many minutes, how many hours, how many days you are actually adding on to your life.
Right.
By doing what you're doing. So I tell people 3 to 5 days out of the week, 7 minutes to whatever it is that you want to do. If you have 7 to 30, 25 minutes to do something, do something. Don't be like on that day, oh, I don't have 30 minutes or an hour, because for whatever reason, people think they got to do hour workouts, and they looking at all these other Instagram people, these fitness people doing all this other stuff. And I'm saying to myself, do you want to do that? Now, if you want to do that, you need to do what they're doing. But if you just want to be in the lifestyle, and if there's a certain body type of body that you want to have, you need to put it in front of you, put it on your screensaver, whatever it is. You need to look and see what them people are doing to get that body and follow them. Don't follow me.
Right. Yep.
Shoot, now if you just want to follow me so you can get it, I'm gonna get you right. Like either way, we'll tone you up. But to really get and hone in on whatever person that you really want to look like, you need to see what they're doing.
Exactly. I agree.
That's simple.
Yeah, Arnold made that point. Arnold Schwarzenegger. He said, you want to pattern yourself after the person that you want to look like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they, like they said, they ain't build Rome in a day. Like you have to literally sculpt. It takes a little of consistency. I tell people who are fat and overweight, you didn't get there in 2 days.
No.
Yeah.
You get there. So what makes you think my program gonna make you just flip a Rui and be like, oh, I'm here, I just lost all this weight? It's not gonna happen, because you have to remember, once again, what you've been putting into your body consistently, it's used to that. That's when people when they start trying to go organic or try to start eating things with plants and all that stuff. They're like, oh, my body feels funny and all this stuff. It's all that bullshit you've been putting in your body for the past some years, and you want to blame my products because, oh, I'm having headaches and all this stuff. Don't get me started on this, because it'd be so funny to me when if you've been popping pills for the past 10 years and you're trying to go the natural way, yeah, your body's gonna have a breakdown. It has to detox all the other crap that you've been putting in your body the whole time. And when you put something natural in your body's like, oh, what is this?
Right.
We need to flush this out and put this in it and flush this other stuff out. And that's why you're wondering why you gotta go to the bathroom, your stomach hurt, because it's trying to get the detox out of your body. But you want to blame the products. Something wrong with the products.
No wrong with the body.
Right.
How? It's actually helping you.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what you tell them? You tell them, say, hey, do this for about 6 months and then put that crap back in, and now tell me
how what happens.
And
So I'm glad you said that, James. I'm glad you said it, because, and this is why I have a treat yourself day. Okay. So if you're doing certain things throughout this, I don't call it cheat day, because you have to remember my subconscious mind, the mind, like literally it starts here. So if you're telling yourself, oh, it's a cheat day, you're going to feel guilty about you cheating.
Right.
There ain't no question, because oh, it's cheat day for me. You're like, hey, but really in your mind, you're like, damn, it's a cheat day. And you're feeling guilty about eating the stuff that you really actually like.
Right.
So I call it a treat yourself day. So treat yourself, don't cheat yourself.
Right.
And so during that week or whatever day you pick, I don't care. You can eat all or whatever. I don't care.
And just jump right back on it the next day.
You can do, but see, what's going to happen is, because you're going to be more aware and more in tune with your body, you're not going to eat as much. You're going to really feel like, ugh. Like you're going to try to eat as much. It's going to be impossible for you to eat that much, because you've been consistently doing certain things throughout the week. And yes, I want you to have your favorite treat, but you're not going to eat as much. I promise you, because you are not going to like the way how you feel.
Right. Tony, we're going to have to do a part 2.
Part 2? Okay.
Yeah. Man, this is just too good, bro. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know, I'm just flowing with it, man. I was, like I said, when I saw the podcast said living on purpose, I said, this is right up my alley, because I'm living on purpose.
Yep. You know that when you have the enthusiasm and the passion for what you're doing, and obviously, man, you're in your purpose.
I appreciate it.
No doubt. You can feel the energy.
Yeah.
I love the energy, man. I love the energy.
That's one of the things. I'm an energy giver, and that's what I want to push out. Like it ain't no fake to it. Like people saw me on the show on Ready to Love and all that, and they thought they was like, oh, that was. I'm like, nah, I was me the whole entire time. Like you gonna get Tony on and off that camera. So that's just me. That's just me.
No
Period.
doubt, no doubt. I love it. I love it. You
Appreciate
motivate me all the time. I like that. You just keep me going.
Hey, well now, and the question now I got you motivated, but I tell people, James, motivation runs out, so you have to be inspired, my brother.
Definitely, because I'm already started. Back, so I got my plan, and then you just fueled me right now.
I'm gonna give you that boost, but you gotta stay, because I tell people, man, motivation runs out, but you have to have that spirit inside you to keep going, because you can do it. Right. I tell people, if you're living and if you got a job, you got kids, you doing the necessary things to be alive, why wouldn't you do that for your health?
Right.
Exactly.
A few minutes out the day ain't gonna kill you.
Nope.
it's gonna help you.
Yes.
Right.
So
all right, bro. So
right.
how's your time next week, bro? We need to do a part 2.
Part 2? All right.
Yeah.
We'll look on the calendar, because it's Thanksgiving week next week.
Yeah.
Right. So we're gonna do something next week. We'll do something next week.
Cool. Yes.
Before Thanksgiving.
Before Thanksgiving. Yes.
All right.
I'll get back with you.
That'll work.
Cool. Check so we can set something up for next week.
Sounds good.
Cool.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk to you about can you come to that event Wednesday, or it's kind of tight with your schedule?
It's gonna be a little time. Maybe you can come for maybe about 30 minutes or so, but I'll chime in. So,
all right.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay. I'll do that.
Cool, brother.
Cool.
Okay.
Man, we appreciate you.
I appreciate y'all, man. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, we did too. We did too.
Me too. Great.
Cool.
All right, man.
All right.
Well, y'all stay blessed, and I'll definitely hit you up so we can do the part 2.
Sounds good, brother. Thanks a lot.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Take care. Bye-bye.